Hi everyone, I'm Dennis. The market is saturated with plastic Stormtrooper props. Nothing special. That's why I decided to craft one from leather. And I'm excited to share the whole process with you. The goal is to get the hard material soft enough for shaping. The first step dedicates the final symmetry. Now, I'll test the material a little bit. To make it look 3D shape, my first attempt was pushing up and imagine the whole result. The fiber is so tight, I have to keep pushing to change its form little by little. I stop pushing. It's time to focus entirely on reinforcing those upper lines. My method is to try one eye, then copy the exact same approach to the other one. Leather scraps mixed with glue. It's a homemade ingredient. The leather fiber cannot hold this sharp contour long. You know, the empire demands perfection, and I must use my hands to express that perfection as much as possible. Refining the teeth requires perfect moisture control. Too much water will tear the fibers, but too little won't let it change shape. You might be wondering, how long does this kind of precise work actually take? To be honest, I truly cannot count the time spent on these micro details. I have to convince the leather fiber by fiber. Right after finishing the eyes, I hit a fatal mistake. This way, you can see the symmetry and the huge gap right here. What a shame. Here we go again. Now, I want to share the mistake I made. I tried to create a new line on the left eye, but it became a double eyelid, and there was no way back. What I learned is that establishing the lines is the absolute foundation for everything that follows, but drawing them is only the start. Ensuring the perfect moisture needed for the sharp tool. I began by carefully carving the left eye with the straight tool, and then immediately copied that exact angle and depth to the right side. This step is where we officially lock in the facial symmetry. Based on the straight line principle, I must now continue this meticulous engraving across the entire helmet surface. It's the only way to avoid repeating the failure we just saw. The final pushing up, unlike our previous attempt. The meticulous line engraving we just finished is truly paying off. Now we start filling and carving the lines again. The forehead, the eyes, and all surrounding details. This part really tests my patience. While waiting, I browsed my phone for final color inspiration to perfectly capture those combat scars. I start with the main base layer of white acrylic dye. This is notoriously unforgiving on leather. It's hard to get even coverage. But this contradiction is actually the charm of leather dyeing for me. I continue with details, painting the teeth and the shadow areas with gray. But look at this now. It's too clean, too new, like a silly flat oil painting. And finishing key definition with black. To achieve that authentic battle-worn look, I initiate the weathering. I use painter's tape to pull out the surface color, creating realistic chipping. The unevenness becomes the most natural expression of battle damage. Finally, I restore the leather's natural shine through polishing, and converted the finished piece into a magnet display. If you enjoy the challenge, please tell me what I should build next in the comments. See you next time!